It's fine. I feel really good.
Congratulations and well done.
So it's been, we've seen each other
Once a
twice
year.
in 2 years.
Great. But this is, honestly, it just means so much to me. She's a cool girl, cool girl. It's just currently become my entire personality. Good morning, gang. It's actually Tuesday today. Yesterday was bank holiday and I decided to just not work at all, like even down to picking up the vlog, which sometimes I don't really think of the weekly vlog as work, but it technically still is. So I just thought, you know what, we're gonna do literally no work and have a nice relaxing day, and that's exactly what happened. So we had a nice little lie-in, went to the gym, went to get the food shopping done. I went for a 15k run. It was meant to be 16k and I followed a Strava map, but I find sometimes with Strava that it will tell you it's like 16k, but then actually you do a k less, and it's just because on the map where the lines are like, I don't know how to explain it other than I think it must be where the lines are straight but you have to go like I don't really know, but it worked out slightly less, which is fine. It's fine. I feel really good. So the race is on Sunday and I feel good. I feel like that 15k solidified to me that I can do it. And like my hips felt a bit tight when I was running and my legs today are so sore, but I think by doing it, I was like running along and I was trying to keep the pace that I'm predicted to like be good at for the marathon. So like on the Runner app, which is what I've been using to train, really good for training, by the way. Like I genuinely think the only reason I'm able to run this half marathon is because I'm using that, and I really think I'm probably going to use it for the marathon as well because I just love it. And it does like a lot of AI to predict stuff, so it's basically predicting that I'm going to run this half marathon in 2 hours 7 to 14, which is kind of annoying because 2 hours 7, I'm like, oh, 7 minutes to like, that's so close to being like 2 hours or under 2 hours, but that 7 minutes is a lot of time to make up. Like that's a lot of time to make up. I'd have to basically run the whole thing, each kilometre about 30 seconds faster, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it is. Like when you actually run and you realise the difference between running like 5:30 to like 6, it's so much. So yeah, I feel good. I feel like I can run it. I feel like I'm going to be fine. My legs are just achy, but I think it's because I run a lot and that's okay. But we're going to be good. It's going to be fine. I've got 2 more little shakeout runs and then we're doing it. But I know a lot of you don't care about the marathon stuff. It's just currently become my entire personality because my entire life, down to like making sure I get enough sleep, making sure I'm eating loads of carbs and fueling my body properly now for Sunday, like getting those last runs in, not being able to go to the gym for the week because I need to like preserve all my energy and not fatigue my muscles, like all of those little things. Like it's just taking over my life this week, but I have quite an exciting week actually. So today I am going to the studio, which by the way, thank you so much for all of the kind, amazing words that you guys have given me because it's been a passion project for a really long time. You are going to be getting a vlog that's like the whole renovation. So I filmed the process of finding it. I filmed the first time I got the keys, all of the painting, fitting the furniture, finding the furniture. I filmed pretty much everything as much as I could, and it's all in one vlog for you. So that's exciting. That's going to be coming very soon. I think that's going to be edited up and kind of sent over, I don't know, I think maybe like 2 weeks time or something. I'm not actually sure. But I'm really excited by it. So I'm going to be heading there today, and I've got the first person checking in to use it on Thursday, which is very exciting. So someone's booked it for a couple of hours to do some content, which I'm actually really excited to see what she creates because it's the first time someone else has gone in to use it, and I think it'll be really interesting to see like how she does it, how she puts her stuff together, like what she does with it, etc. So I'm very intrigued to see what she puts together and like how she rearranges the room or whatever, because I think when people start going there and like rearranging it themselves and doing stuff, I think it will be really interesting to see like how they utilize the space best, because everyone's going to have a different way that room works for them and like a different layout, etc, etc. So I think it's going to be really interesting to see like how people do it. But I'm heading there today because I need to get some bits done for my other little job that I don't really like. It's not ever going to associate to me. It's just like a side thing that I do that I really love, that is like a business that I own with my friend, but it's not linked in any way to like It sounds really stupid and confusing, but I think where my social media is me, this specific thing is not me. It's like me and her together, and it's not us. Like, we're not in the content, and we're not like, it's an actual like business. It's not anything to do with social media. So that is very separate. So we're gonna go do some bits from that this afternoon. But this morning I need to get some editing and stuff done. I need to schedule up my Instagram a little bit because I have no content edited, but I have loads of content done. Thursday to Friday, my friend Lauren is coming to stay, who you guys will have seen her through heavily through like 2020, 2021 when we were in lockdown. I used to shoot with her like every single week. I don't know if I weekly vlogged as much then though. I think I stopped weekly vlogging because I just found it like there was a lot going on in my life, and I was literally staying with James and he didn't want to be on camera, and it was a bit hard and confusing. But I can't remember if I vlogged a lot. But anyway, I used to shoot all the time with her and see her quite a lot, and she moved to Australia 2 years ago. She's back for 8 months, and I saw her in Bali very briefly. So I saw her for literally 3-4 hours. We went to a beach club and like met up and hung out. But yeah, she's coming to stay, which is very nice. So that's gonna be a nice little like 2-day catch up for us. Yeah, there's just loads of little bits. And then Saturday, Sunday. Saturday we're going dress shopping for Tash's. She has her wedding dress, but basically she booked in with this dress company before she found the dress. So she saw the dress she liked there the first time. We booked to go back again, and then we had a massive faff getting there because like the M4 was closed, and it was just an absolute pain in the ass because of where it was. So we rebooked it, and the only time they could rebook her was now. So we're gonna go, and we're just gonna pretend like she hasn't found her dress yet, and she just wants to try more on. So we're just basically gonna see what they've got. So we're doing that on Saturday, and then Sunday I've got the half, so I'm gonna try and vlog as much as I can. But I know me, and I know I'm gonna be panicking and worrying and like really, really nervous. So I don't know how much I'm gonna get done, but hopefully quite a bit. But for now, there is my Lucozade set for my runs this week that are staring at me, and I really want one. But I'm gonna sit on the sofa and try and get some bits done before I go and meet Hayley this afternoon. We are 5 days out. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, I guess so. We're on the 5th day out. I am so nervous about running this half marathon, but I did my last long run 2 days ago. I didn't vlog it. I was so in the moment and like trying to just get through this flipping run that I think in total I didn't even take a minute's worth of clips in like an hour-and-a-half run. But I feel good. I feel like it's gonna be fine. I'm very excited. My workouts are now like very reduced for the week. So I just went to the gym and did like a very mild upper body workout. Like I literally did like 4 exercises on like less than my normal weight, just to kind of keep a bit of strength there, but also to keep moving my body to keep in the routine. But I'm only allowed to do 2 runs this week. So tonight I need to do a 5.5k, and Friday I need to do a little shake off 4k, and then obviously the race is on Sunday. So we're doing it. I literally can't believe I'm in the final week, and I'm so determined not to get injured that I'm being really careful and like stretching my legs a lot. I've been at the gym doing mobility, like keeping my walking going, etc. But I feel like it's gonna be okay. I'm having a little work day at the studio with Ebony. She's just run downstairs, but it's actually really nice to sit in here and work because we don't really have, apart from each other and a really great playlist that we've made on Spotify, we don't really have any distractions. So it's quite nice to just be able to like sit and enjoy just being in the studio and like appreciating the space that I have, and it's just really, really nice. So we have been working away for the last couple of hours. We ordered a Starbucks. I didn't get to order a pumpkin spice though because it said on it that it comes with cream on top, and I can't have the cream, and it didn't give me the option to take it off, so I've basically just gone with a normal latte. But it's really nice just to have a coffee, to be honest, and just to be sat in here. Like, I feel so content in this space. Like, it's so calming and beautiful. It's a million degrees though, because it's 28 degrees outside, and we didn't realise. I'm literally wearing like minimal clothing, but it's so hot outside. But yeah, we've just been sat singing a Naughty's playlist. If you want to find it on Spotify, it's called Studio Soleil. I'll leave it linked if you fancy it, but we basically made like an old school R&B playlist. So we've been sat singing like Burn by Usher and like No Scrubs and that kind of vibe, and it's been so fun. This is my way of getting away with the fact it's 7,000 degrees, but I need to shoot autumn. I'm shooting the most like thin jumper ever. It's actually quite cute though. This is from Topshop and I actually really like it. Oops. Oh, Lauren's here.
Sorry, I thought you were talking to me.
My like annual seeing of her. I literally see, what is that?
Red socks.
I haven't seen her since we were in Bali together at a restaurant, and then before Bali was like A year before that?
Yeah, so it's been, we've seen each other
Once
twice
a year.
in 2 years.
Great. She does live in Australia at the moment though, so that's why. We're not just avoiding each other.
So annoying.
Oh. She's a cool girl, cool girl. It's 5:30 in the morning and it's race day. James is still asleep, so I'm trying to be really quiet, and this is probably the most grainy clip I've ever filmed in my life, but I can't believe it's finally race day. I need to go get something to eat and have a coffee. But I can't believe it's finally race day. I've got an hour till the race and I'm actually starting to get so nervous now. Half dressed, the sweatpants have come off. I keep forgetting I've got the glasses on my head and people keep looking at me like I'm crazy. But everyone's run off to the toilet, so my brother's here, my mum and James, and then Tash and Amelia are meeting us there, but I'm so nervous now. I just keep crying.
Up and go and smash it.
Let's go. Oh my gosh, I'm doing it.
Go, Billy!
Miles left. First half marathon done. 2 hours 18. Not bad.
And congratulations and well done.
Thank you. Wondering, yes, we did decorate for autumn. There's less than I thought we had, but we've just put a couple of like the cushions and the little bits around and like all of that. There won't be an autumn decorate with me this year, but I will link the last couple of years because, to be honest, we've got exactly the same decorations and we've put them in exactly the same places, so I just didn't think we needed it. But I want to give you a really big chat about the half marathon, so I'm gonna get myself ready for the day and then we'll talk about it, because currently I just feel a bit gross. Guys, I can't believe that I did it. I can't believe that I did it. I can't believe that it's done and it's over, and I can't believe that I'm sat here with this medal. Like, when I tell you, there's going to be a full vlog of like the whole marathon process, or half marathon process should I say, because I booked my first half marathon for January this year. I gave myself 8 weeks to train, which is not enough if you've ever looked at marathons and stuff, and I decided I was going to do it. We had injury after illness after God only knows what else, and the fact I'm sat here a year later and I finally did it, I'm so proud of myself. And I really wanted to document it in a full video because I wanted to show that not every journey is linear. And I think sometimes with social media we can see things and think like, oh, you know, she's just started running and she's suddenly like amazingly quick and she's run a marathon within 2 weeks of starting training ever for the first time. Or, you know, like you see people doing all these different things and it makes it look like it's so quick and so easy and everyone does things in super speed, and why am I not doing things really quickly? Like, why have I got these issues or injuries or whatever? So I wanted to share it, and I feel like through the vlogs and through, you know, social media and stuff, I've kind of showed you the full journey, and it's it's been really nice to see not only people messaging me being like, oh my god, I followed you along on the app and like I saw where you were running and I was like rooting for you from home, but also the messages of people saying like I've inspired them to get back into running or to start running for the first time or to book their first ever race or all these different things. It's just been really lovely. So this little hunk of zinc, 100% recycled zinc apparently, but this is, honestly, it just means so much to me, and I'm sure it's going to be the first of many. I did put my date and time on the back, so I finished in 2 hours 18 minutes and 23 seconds. Which I'm really confused because as I finished, when I went under it said 2:17 something or 2:16 something, but it was 2 hours 18 according to my Strava, because I literally stopped and finished it like exactly when I stopped and finished. Really proud of myself for that, and I think it's such a big achievement. I'm so proud. I have got some more races and stuff booked. I've got one in a couple of months in November, which is a 10k. I've got a half marathon booked in February, and I've got the marathon obviously next April. I'm trying to like do little mini races that are like, you know, 10k's, halves and whatever up to the marathon, just to kind of keep myself trotting along. I think if I've got a race, it will be a nice way to like do my long training runs, but feeling like I'm achieving a bit more than just going out and running around my streets that I run all the time. So yeah, very exciting for that. My legs today feel like they are made of stone. My thighs, like my quads and my hips are so tight that I can't walk properly. Like I'm walking like my legs don't have joints. And it's ridiculous, but hopefully that gets a bit easier. So I've been having Epsom salt baths, had one last night, gonna have one again tonight. I've got my massage gun, I'm gonna use that in a little bit, and I've got so many blisters on my feet. My shoes are a size too big for me, and they're wider toe posts, so like they're not supposed to get kind of blisters and stuff, but for some reason I've got loads. I actually thought I'd lost a toenail. Like when we were finishing, I went through the like finish line, and as I was walking, my mum was the other side of the gate, and I was like, I actually think I've lost a toenail. And my mum was like, right, let's get your shoes off, like, let's just to make sure. And I took my socks off, and I haven't lost a toenail, but I have a gigantic blood blister that looks like the top of my toe is gonna fall off, and my nail is just like completely, like underneath the nail and stuff is completely a blood blister. So they are very, very, very sore, and I've got blisters on nearly every single toe, and like my, like, you know where your big toe is, like this bit, like where your bunion would be, that bit is blistered on both toes and the side of my big toe. Basically my feet are battered. So I was meant to be in London tomorrow for some bits, and I had to just cancel everything, so I was like, I can't even put shoes on. I messaged the PR of the event I'm supposed to be going to, and I was like, I'm really sorry and I really want to come, but I just can't put shoes on right now, and it's not actually socially acceptable to walk through London barefoot, so really sorry, I'm gonna have to cancel. So yeah, that's my update. So I'm spending my Monday on the sofa. Every now and then I keep getting up to walk around just to make sure I don't end up like completely stiff. I'm so proud of myself, and yeah. Just been to Costco with Amelia and picked up some 10 out of 10 things, so I thought I'd give you a quick overview. First and foremost, I got my almond milk, the Almond Breeze, because it's so much cheaper getting it there than anywhere else. A massive kilo pack of chicken nuggets. These are like the hot bite ones, and apparently they're unreal. So we got some of them. Some vegan like cookie dough ball things. They look yum. They're the only I never see vegan things in there, like dairy free, so I thought I'll get those. I'm going in and out of focus, sorry. Then I picked up this, it's like a 2-pack. We saw this on TikTok and we thought it sounded amazing. One is jalapeno and lime, and one is jalapeno cheesy, but they're both vegan, so I thought we'll give them a go and we'll see what they're like. And then I also got this. And these are absolutely insane, so highly recommend. They're like gourmet rice ones, but they're really thick. Good morning. It's another day, and I'm picking up the vlog camera again. I didn't really manage to vlog too much yesterday because I had quite a few bits going on in terms of like trying to get loads of stuff done. I ended up going to Costco with one of my friends and to IKEA. Just like the odd bits, you know, like the things that you can't really vlog very easily. So I didn't get much chance to vlog. I did start a video though that's going to be going up soon, which is basically just doing like styling of different pieces in my wardrobe that are neglected, and I'm kind of loving it so far. I basically have picked out the pieces, and in my mind I'm already starting to think about ways I can style them and how I can do that video some justice. So those are ready to go, just out of shot over there, but I need to steam what I'm wearing today because I'm going to take some pictures with a friend in London, and we're just going to hang out as well. I'm basically going back to see Lauren, who I saw last week. before she goes back to Australia. I want to make sure I see her as much as possible. Not really sure how the shoe situation's going to go. I want to steam over there, but this doesn't stretch far enough. Yeah, I'm not sure on how the shoe situation's going to go because I am very much struggling with one of my toes. Like, I've got a blood blister and I think oh, I've got a blood blister and I think I'm going to lose the nail. So I need to be really careful with making sure that I don't end up with any issues there, because honestly I'm a bit worried. Like, even just trying to put sliders on with socks yesterday, the socks were hurting my toe, so I'm a bit concerned. But what I might do is just put on like some sandals or something for walking around, and then when I need to take pictures I'll just put the shoes on, because I just don't think I can do it. Like, I really don't think I can do it. But I found a really cute coffee shop near Soho that I want to try, and I'm never really in London with friends anymore, apart from like if we're driving in to like take pictures or go to Westfields or something. So I thought it could be quite nice to just, you know, go and have a nice little coffee in a cute coffee shop and just chill and have a good time, because it doesn't happen that often. And that's one thing I miss about living in London actually, is like the ease of like getting around, the gorgeous little like places you can go to eat and stuff. So when Lauren and I went in last week and we went around Shoreditch is somewhere I used to go all the time when I first moved to London. You guys might remember if you watched my vlogs back then when I lived in Canary Wharf, but I used to, did I ever even say I lived in Canary Wharf? I actually don't know if I did. But I lived in every corner of London. I lived in Canary Wharf, I lived in Blackheath, which is just outside of Greenwich. I lived in Wembley, obviously, in Balham, and I think that's it. I think I only lived in 4 places. But honestly, I lived in like every potential corner apart from North East. So, well, technically I did live North East, because if you're counting the fact that it was north of the river, because it was in like the little like whoop bit, so technically it was north. But I mean, who's counting? So, but I'm very excited, and I miss that part so much. Like, I miss having places to go. But the reason that I mainly moved out of London is because, for one, it was so expensive, and where I lived at the time, they were basically including bills and stuff in Wembley, and then as soon as that year was up, they made it so that bills weren't included for everyone. So like, everyone had bills and stuff included, then they weren't. And I thought, this is just going to get so much more expensive if I'm having to pay for like my, it was already expensive anyway, but paying for like utilities and stuff on top would have just made it extortionate. And I don't really have any friends that live in London still, so even when I lived there, I had a couple of friends who lived in like in the city, but to be honest, like, it wasn't really that many. Like, Lauren lived completely east, so she lived near Canning Town, I think, and I lived over in Wembley, so we were like the opposite end of London. Like, obviously my besties around here lived around here. James didn't live in London. It just, yeah, it was like no one was there, so I thought, I don't really know why I'm staying when I literally don't have any reason to stay. Like, I might as well move out to where I am now, and I can get in really easily. Like, it takes me less than an hour, it costs me like 20 quid, which is still quite expensive, because like Jade lives about the same distance out and her train is like a tenner, which makes me so sad that mine is so much more expensive. But it's quite nice because it just means that I can, you know, get in when I need to get in, but I can also get out and just, you know, have green and have countryside. And if I go for a run, like, I'm running around nice little green places. Not that I didn't do that before. Like, if you followed me in lockdown when I lived in Balham, I used to run around Tooting Common literally every single morning, and I really loved it because it was like one of the only green spaces. But yeah, it's just nice to be back sometimes, to be honest. I try not to go back too often just because it is quite expensive. Like, it all does add up quite a lot. But it is nice to just be back and just have, you know, that uninterrupted little time with a friend where we can get some work done but also like hang out. Because as much as like taking pictures and stuff is obviously work, it's nice to just be able to like actually hang out as well. So like, me and Tash always say, whenever we do shoot days partially because we need pictures, and like on an everyday basis, I don't leave the house. I think we've established I don't go anywhere. Like, if you watch these weekly vlogs, you know I don't really go anywhere. But it's nice just to be able to go out and like take pictures together and like have our little lemon drizzle cake, have our coffee, have like uninterrupted hours of time where we're just hanging out. So that's kind of what we're doing today as well. But I'm hoping that the weather's okay, because right now it's a little bit grey and cloudy. It's not looking the best. It's brightening up a little bit, but doesn't look great. Using these, by the way, I love and hate these because they're so good that I love them, the Summer Fridays lip balms. I've got 4 of them. I've got this one, I've got the light brown, the darker brown, and I've got the pink. Where they are, I couldn't tell you. I know one is in the suitcase. Where the other 2 are, no idea, because I leave things in handbags. It's a running joke between me and James that even tote bags, like I always just leave things in everything, and then like once a year I'll cull all my handbags and suddenly find 15 lipsticks again. But this one is just the Sweet Mint. It's really nice. Tash gave us these in our bridesmaid proposal boxes, and this one's really nice because it's clear but it's really nourishing. So normally what I'll do is like smother it on my lips in the morning and then I just go about my day and put lipstick on and stuff. But yes, let's get dressed. Let's do it. I'm going to put this little set on from Adenola underneath what I'm wearing, so it's just like some little white shorts and a little white crop top, because this is going to be one of my outfits. However, my knees are still slightly... I might have to put foundation on my knees and hope that it stays. Or maybe I pack my foundation and the brush, because my knees, I tanned before doing the half and I put makeup on, which you'll have seen already. But I did it because I wanted to feel my best when I was running, and I tanned over the tape. So I have like a very prominent, you can't even really see. Let me try and show you. I have very prominent tape lines, specifically like here. So you can really see where the tape was. And obviously that's just not a very good look, so I need to resolve that situation. I think I'm just gonna have to foundation my knees and hope for the best, but it'll be fine. I'll be hobbling along anyway, so people will kind of gather what I've been doing. Off to work from the studio for the day.